Welcome everyone to Wrestling with the Paranormal. I am one of I don't know who the hell am I these days, but what the hell's this thing about? I gotta phone my friend and find out. Uh, let's see. Let's see what's going on here.
You have reached the Magician's Assistant. If this is the Enlightened one, today's episode is Spooky Clip Show.
Oh, it's another spooky clip show.
I'm sorry, but does the Enlightened one need a haircut?
Yes, I don't think he's ever cut his hair ever.
I just noticed then when he was talking, I'm like, his hair's just literally all over the place. Is he having a bad hair day? Or is it just one of them
He's like
things?
a mad scientist, I tell you. That guy, he's all over the place.
Oh wow, of course. But anyway, it's because it's Friday night again.
It's Friday night, and I am, of course, one of your hosts. I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up paranormal son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Woo, of course. And I am, of course, the Magician, and this is the only paranormal show made for wrestling fans by wrestling fans.
So what do we have on the show today?
Well, we've obviously got something in the vault. And then for our main event, we've searched the internet, we've searched absolutely everywhere. We found some spooky clips. And of course, we've got the effing Galaxy News.
And so, of course, we start off with a little thing we call
the vault.
It looks like it's time to open up the vault.
Do you know the combination? I often wonder, do we actually know the code for that?
I don't know. It's paranormal. It opens when we need it. Isn't that all that really matters?
That is true. That is true. So, of course, what's in the vault this week?
Okay, so I was looking around back there, and I found a piece of paper.
Okay.
It's kind of a photo. Check this out. So people are like, okay, that's Richie Rich, and that's Casper.
It is, yeah.
So there's a rumor going around.
Okay.
That Casper is Richie Rich's brother.
Interesting.
So the rumor is that Richie killed his brother so he could have all the money when the inheritance.
Wow. And I've never actually heard this one because this is quite surprising.
So Richie's not innocent like he looks, right?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Casper seems like the nicer boy, if you ask me.
Yeah, then when you actually think about it, that is actually a plausible, little thing.
And they live in the same universe, so.
There you go. Wow, that's... I didn't realize we'd win knowledge's power straight away.
that could be on the knowledge's power scale here.
Wow, that's really good. That really something new, something nice to learn. Wow, that's...
Casper was killed by Richie Rich. You heard it here first.
Yeah, and yeah, wow, I'm actually speechless on this one. I will be honest.
What are your thoughts? Do you think it's plausible?
I think it is plausible because when you actually think about it, I mean, I'll put the picture back up there.
They look like the same guy, right?
There you go. I mean, once you put the picture side by side, you can actually see it.
Yeah, so they're like maybe twins. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? Wow. You got anything else in the vault? Or
Nope, that's it. That's it. Of course, today is our spooky clip show. So we got a bunch of clips that we've scoured the internet for. Some wacky, some weird ones, some scary ones. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes.
Yep, definitely. And before we do that, though, we've got another little thing to do, as we call this.
And we're
This is your co-pilot speaking. Please be aware there is a slight turbulence there on the left flight deck. I had to think then, sorry. Oh dear. Yep. So obviously, as we mentioned there, this is the part of the show where we take a deep dive into the wrestling side. You know what I mean? We like to do a bit of everything on the show, right?
yes, hold on a sec.
Okay. Are we organized?
Little technical difficulties here.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
But yeah, we'll save the Undertaker thing for last.
Okie dokie. That's absolutely fine by me. So, but before all that, let's talk about this because this past Wednesday on Dynamite, the main event was Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal. I've seen this match. I was going through so many emotions with this, I've got to be honest, but what's your thoughts on the match? I mean, the whole thing, in a way.
Oh, that was just beautifully done. I watched the tribute show, the Ring of Honor tribute show. Me and Dallas watched it together. Kind of did a watch along, and this match alone was more epic than that whole show.
Wow, yeah. And I've got to be honest, I've got so much respect for Mark. I mean, not only to lose his brother, but to wrestle on his birthday as well. I mean, that's what people need to remember as well. It was obviously Jay Briscoe's 39th birthday, and to wrestle on live TV with everything that he's going through, I mean, I've got nothing but respect for him.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. That is really... But, yeah, I mean, and the comment which really stuck out for me was, I can't remember which one of the announcers it was, but it's like, life's too short to start bickering. It really makes you think, this whole situation.
Yeah, you really got to love your family and your and whoever you can when you can, because life is so fragile, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely, I do. What's going on, Noobs? Thanks for stopping by. As always, Noobs here every time. Do you reckon? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he's always good to show up when we need him, right?
Yeah, definitely. But no, I think Mark should be absolutely proud of what he achieved there, and I really love the ending bit where he's holding the both belts up, and then obviously Jay's pictured behind him.
Yeah, so you got to wonder what they're gonna do with those tag belts now.
I think there's going to be a tournament thing. If it was me personally, I would do like a number one contender type thing. I wouldn't take the titles off because I think in the Ring of Honor pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah.
So I think for me personally, I'd do like a number one contender type thing before you can actually work out what you're going to do.
Oh, for sure. Hey,
Are we doing this then? There we go. Sorry, there we go.
There we go. I just had to switch from the phone to the computer. That's why I was a little bit distracted there. So yeah, we were talking. What was the last thing we were saying?
We were talking about obviously Mark and what we're going to do with the Ring of Honor titles.
Yeah, so we'll be a Jay Briscoe Memorial Tournament, and
Yeah, I think
you could do it. You could do that tournament every year. Not for the
Yeah.
titles, obviously, but that would be cool.
Oh, definitely. I definitely would. I mean, I think there will be some at Ring of Honor pay per view. I know it's coming up, but I just can't remember exactly. Do you know when the date is?
Yeah, you can go. You can. It's March something. I think it's WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, I think it's something along them lines. I would have to get the information correctly there for that, but overall, I mean, this week has been absolutely bonkers with wrestling.
Uh, yeah. We got Royal Rumble tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's correct.
And
We've got
obviously, you
our
guys got the preview show for that.
Yeah, and then what y'all got Sunday?
We got the. We're going to kind of go through what went down the night before with the Royal Rumble.
So we've got the pre-show one day, then we've got the actual after show on the next day. Cool, right?
Yeah, the pre and the post.
Dear. Right, what else we got in
So yeah,
obviously
you
the
can
news?
put up that. You can put up that Undertaker and Wyatt picture.
Of course, of course. There we go.
So all of the wrestling community, we had we posted this and we said, what did Undertaker whisper to Bray Wyatt on Raw 30th anniversary show? And
And
so we had some
can I just back like add a little something to this? They did not disappoint. Let's just say that.
uh, they had some amazing comments. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to read out the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Put the picture again. Yeah. So what did Undertaker just whisper to Bray Wyatt? So I'm gonna tell them what people said, and you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
rate these comments 1 to 10.
10 being the best, right?
Yes.
Okie
All
dokie, go
right.
ahead.
So from CJ Nevermind, I'm going in the back to play cards with your dad and the APA. See you later.
I'm gonna say that's a 5 out of 10. It's
Okay.
good, but it's not quite there.
From who I don't know who the hell this guy is. Aaron J. Harder. Vince is back.
7 out of 10. Was this Aaron guy?
And then CJ Nevermind goes, run. You don't have to rate that because it's just a reply. Dallas Branham says, 2 more days until AW Dynamite.
That's going to be a 10. I'm sorry, but that's just
Oh, you're
brilliant.
giving it a 10. Oh.
Dear, that's brilliant.
Shane Richardson says, I was having mid matches 10 years into my WWE career too. Get you somebody like Kurt Angle. That'll help.
I'm going to say a 6 out of 10 for that one. Your camera's gone by there.
Of course it is. Taylor Cooper says, I took shrooms once. That explains the funhouse.
Oh, wow. Can we even rate that one?
Yep, we can rate it. What are you gonna rate?
I'm going to say another 7 out of 10 for that one.
Okay. Jeff Litwin says, Whopper, Whopper, Double Whopper.
That's terrible. Sorry, that's a 4.
Oh, okay. Matt Smith says, he said, Bray, that he's his daddy.
God, these are getting worse. That's another 4.
I bought WWE.
8. That's
Really?
yeah, but you can just imagine that, right? Looking at that, going, "I bought WWE."
Okay. Brody Rogers. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh no, that's a 6.
It's a 6?
Yeah. Dear.
Alicia Joyce says, pull my finger.
That's a 1. I'm sorry.
Whoa! You're giving Alicia Joyce the.
I'm sorry, Alicia, but that's just awful. Oh
Taylor
dear.
Cooper again. I just saved 15% or more on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
So we actually establishing now it's all like car related. Yeah, that's another 5.
Uh, Shannon McKenna says, Hail Hydra.
That is a 3.
You should have beat me at Mania, not Brock.
Oh, I think that's another 10 there because I feel like that would have been.
What?
I'm just.
Dean Mossman says, what the F is a pitch black match?
That's a 7 because I'm actually asking the same thing.
Aaron Harder says, do you get like free Mountain Dew and shit?
I'm not even going to rate that one. I'm sorry. I refuse to rate that one.
What, because it's me? Is that what it is? Because it's me?
Yeah, and plus you're actually here, so I can't offend you.
Scott Cater says, you're probably going to look like me in 10 years too.
Wow. Another 5.
Dave Abbott says, your current storyline makes sacrificing Stephanie look like Oscar winning shit.
Do you know what? I want you to rate that one.
I'm going to give that a 6.
Oh, dude, these are brilliant, by the way, guys. You did not have not disappointed on this.
All right, I'm going to try and get my camera back. Let's maybe sing a song or something.
I do not sing. You will never ever hear me sing, right? Okay. Do I look like I sing? Guys, let me know in the comments. Do I actually want to sing? No, I don't. So yeah, while obviously Canada Dry gets himself back on, and we're here again, so I will go like that. So he's over there.
I'm over here. You're over there.
Right. So we've got 2 more. No, we've got a couple more stories actually. So you sent me a nice little thing in. I thought it was actually funny. I'm just going to read
That's
this out.
hilarious.
Report: WWE drops the Banger Bros team name after finding out about Bang Bros.
Now, what is Bang Bros?
It's explicit content for people listening.
It is a pornography website. So the deal is, I think they knew about it was what it was, but they didn't realize that people might. They had to run it through everyone. Like, well, maybe we can't.
I want to know how they actually found out the actual thing. I'm going to be honest. I really have got to be honest. I'm actually curious to find out how they actually found this out. You're lagging again. Damn it.
What?
Let me just get in contact here with Mr. Aaron because he is now lagging again. Yes, you are laggy big time. This is what happens when you go live, ladies and gentlemen. You do have these connection issues, but again, we will try and get Canada Dry back on the show. Yes.
All right, there we go. We'll just do it on the phone for the rest of the way. Only reason I needed to leave the phone was because I realized, how am I going to see these things? Because I have to use my phone to see those comments. So I was like,
that's fine. So I'll read the comments.
I was caught in a conundrum.
There you go. I'll read the comments out for you, so don't worry. So we've got a couple more stories over to run through. We have obviously an update on Wardlow. So the reason Wardlow hasn't been back on TV but for revenge on Samoa Joe and dropped the TN title to a legit injury issue. So yeah, we obviously saw the little thing before he dropped the title, but a rumor has it it's a legitimate injury.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a leg injury, but could be. Who knows? Or that's interesting, right?
Yeah, that's the thing though. You've not really heard much about it. You just don't see wrestlers, on obviously in AEW.
So the question is, does Wardlow show up next week
That's a possibility.
between Samoa Joe and I can't remember the TNT champion's name.
Darby Allin.
That's right. Um, it's a very good possibility. How long has it been since he? Has it been like a month almost?
Around that, yeah. But obviously, with the obviously Ring of Honor like pay per view coming up, as we mentioned there, could it be Wardlow versus Samoa Joe for the ROH title?
The TNT, the television championship.
That's correct. Yes. Could we see a little match there?
Oh. I guess you could have Wardlow as the television champion.
Could do. I mean, we know that obviously the weekly pay-per-view show, the weekly show is obviously on the horizon. So is that a possibility?
Well, yeah, I guess you having a big match between them on the weekly show, that would put butts in the seats.
Yeah, we shall definitely obviously see what obviously happens in the next couple of months. Let's probably be more accurate. Right, so we'll finish off with, and I can't believe we're obviously finishing off with this person, Stephanie McMahon. The reason why she left has apparently been revealed. Now, according to a certain source who goes by the name of Dave Meltzer, I'm sure you know him.
I know him.
Yeah, I know him. Now, this is what he had to say about this. The story internally as to why Stephanie McMahon left is that, and this comes from those unhappy that she left, is that she had done a great job thrown into the co-CEO role, and with Vince back, was about to be demoted, and basically she doesn't need the money or the job, and already decided last year to take a leave anyway. Of course, the difference between a leave and staying on the board and the full break and leaving the board indicate that this was a lot stronger move. So it seems like with Vince obviously coming back, it's like, I'm out of here. It's kind of weird. Remember we broke the story where Nick Khan was obviously like the go-to between Vince and obviously Stephanie?
Yeah.
So this is kind of, I think there's more behind the scenes than we actually know.
Well, you got to look at it this way too. Like Vince is coming to sell it, a threat to her husband's power as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's also like they're understanding this is their birthright.
Definitely. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of weird, this whole story thing. It's like, is there friction in the family? I mean, is this a possibility?
Oh, I absolutely do. Then, how much of this stuff did they not know about that came out?
There you go. It's
right, like all those sexual things that Vince has been accused of, and how much was a secret that they're just finding out now? Like, you did this, to our company. You did this to our mother.
Yeah, that's one thing you've obviously got to remember as well. It's still technically it's their mother, so I think everybody would be pissed off. Personally,
and yeah, I don't know about you, but in a fight between your mom and your dad, I'm always siding with mom.
Yeah, I would as well. I think it's just the initial instinct. Do you know what I mean?
It's like, you leave mom alone.
Oh dear, but yeah, where does obviously WWE go from there backstage? We shall definitely see. I mean, nobody knows at the moment.
Yeah, it's he's also rumored to be he's back at in the offices now. Could he be at the Royal Rumble playing a role there too?
I think we already know the answer to that. I think he's already been doing it since the day he came back. I personally think that. I think when it comes to Vince, you can't. obviously Vince has been in charge for so long. You can't take it away from him no matter what. I think he's just always going to be, in that role.
Yeah, there's going to be friction, him coming back, and and hey there, pal, you might want to be doing this.
Of course. But yeah, that pretty much wraps the effing Galaxy news up. But before we obviously get into our main event, I'm going to say thank you to our lovely, lovely sponsor, right? I'm sure we've obviously talked about on every single show. It's Sabre or Sabre. Do you think they actually mind whichever one we say?
No, it's definitely Sabre.
Okay. Sabre is obviously the up and coming games console. Mine's obviously due next week. I cannot wait for this because apparently you can do absolutely everything on this. You can play games, you can play YouTube, you can check your Facebook, you can check your emails. I mean, it's got absolutely everything, right?
Well, the other thing is it's also not just a tablet or a computer. It's also it streams to your TV, so you could use it as a controller while playing your game on your TV.
Really interesting. Wow. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing thing here. But it's took off over the past couple of years, right?
The thing is with Pyramid, it's one of those things where you don't know you love it until you just pick one up.
Of course.
To me, like when me and you were playing that game with each other, we were instantly. It was like it's almost like a cult. I want to say you just love it so much.
It is.
I've never met anyone who's tried it that doesn't love it.
Yep, definitely. I mean, everybody's loving it so far. As I mentioned there, I cannot wait for mine. But until then, I mean, I'm just going to keep promoting it. And I do apologize, people, if we say Sabre or Sabre. We just never know what to say.
Sabre. It's time to come home.
There you go. Right then, shall we get into why we're actually here?
We're here because you know the existence of man. You're going to tell us why we're here on this earth?
No, it's time for
story time with Canada Drive, baby.
Get ready for the magic.
I see my voice is still there.
It's time for the main event. So yeah, we got some videos today that we scoured the internet for. So I chose 4, and the magician chose 4. So I don't know what order you're going to put them in, and we'll tell you who chose this video before we go.
So what I'm going to do is I've obviously put them in order where we've got the top 4 of mine and the bottom 4 of yours. So I'll play 1 from mine, 1 from yours, and vice versa. Yep.
Okay, so you tell them whose video this is before we.
Okay. Of course. So this first one is obviously one I picked. I sent it Canada Dry, and first thing he said to me is, "What the hell?" Now
that's a common theme with me and you.
definitely. So all I'm going to say is pay close attention to the mirror. You ready?
Okay, so they're having a conversation.
Yep.
And then watch the mirror behind them.
It gives me shivers every time I see that.
Yeah, she just looks over, leans over. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Just leans over like that.
But the interesting thing is with this actual clip is they don't actually click on. It's like they don't actually notice until after. Do you know? Have you ever noticed that?
So the question I have for you, could this have been faked?
It possibly could. I mean, we a lot of like thing is with technology out there, it could be fake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of the things with these videos. So many of these are fake that we're not able to decipher. We're not. We're just amateurs when it comes to this kind of stuff. We're trying to be as good as we can, but we can't tell when someone's fake. We can't decipher all the different things. We just seen a cool video. We want to share it with you.
Definitely. Do you think it's fake? Truthfully, that one.
Let's play it one more time. Talk. Hey, look at me. I'm a girl. And I'm blocking the mirror. Get out of the way. It just fades in like that.
Mhm.
It doesn't pop. I don't know. It's like almost like a fade. That's hard to say if it's real.
Yeah, I think this is one where it's each person's perspective. Some's going to say it's fake. Some's going to say it's real. I do think it's obviously real. I'm going to be honest there.
I'm 50-50 on that one.
Okay. So that's the first clip I've got. Now, this next the first clip is obviously one from you picked. Now it's the first clip you sent me. If I say a ball of light, you'll know what I mean.
Yes, I know which video you're talking about.
Right. So this is one Canada Dry picked.
So this had some electrical sounds in it that were cut out so we could talk.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see a little bit of lightning going there. Goes on the grass. And then right about now, yeah, so what it had that big white thing at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So what the heck was that?
I have no idea. This is one where I watched it countless times and I'm absolutely scratching my head with it. This is one I cannot explain, but you can tell it's electrical.
Well, if you remember in some of our episodes, we were talking about different spheres of blue light.
Mm-hmm.
So we know from many of our episodes that spheres do exist.
Yeah.
So is this just an angry sphere just poking out at everything as it goes?
Yeah, it's definitely something, but like I said, all the clips we've got today, this is the one where I've been scratching my head the whole entire time. I cannot explain it at all.
In Skinwalker Ranch,
Mm-hmm.
they call this the Blue Meanie.
And there's somebody in wrestling called the Blue Mini, or am I just imagining that?
There is yeah, but I don't think they're related. Maybe he did get it from the Blue Meanie of Skinwalker Ranch. Maybe that's where he thought of it.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but yeah, that's. I'm absolutely baffled with this one. That's the whole out of all the clips. I've got no explanation how or what that is.
It's a tough one. Could it have that one have been faked?
Yeah, but I think how. I'm trying to look at like the bigger picture and stuff. I'll play obviously one more for people obviously watching at home. So now you mentioned that obviously there's some like electrical type sounds when this, because so we took the sound out.
Right here, we got an electrical lightning strike. So it attacked that pole.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's off into the grass.
And then it just like vanishes.
Well, I think the camera gets hit with something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it like short circuits the camera.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really, really baffling one. Right, so move on to obviously my next clip. Now, this was obviously shot from a security camera, and it's apparently it's supposed to stop a burglar. So I want you to pay close attention to the trees at the top left. Okay, here we go. Now, be warned, there's a slight glitch with their camera, so but it'll make sense in a second.
So it looks like someone's tried to steal a car.
Yes, it'll make sense. Okay, so you'll see the guy coming there, walking up. Do you see the ball of light from where the trees are? At the top left?
Okay, yeah. I see it now.
Look at the actual movement of that. That really bit unexplainable, if you ask me.
Oh, he sees it.
Now, do you see it's actually behind him?
Oh, it's like following him.
Mm. Now, there obviously, as I mentioned there is a slight glitch with their camera, but look at the light. You're right there. It literally like follows him. It's so weird.
Interesting.
Now, the first question I've got for this is: do you think that's fake?
I don't think it's fake, but it's a bit of a stretch to think that it's scared off the car thief because you don't see him taking off.
Yeah. I think what makes this clip actually worse is because of the glitch with their camera, you can't really get a full like feel. Do you know what I mean? Because some things could actually happen.
Yeah, I thought maybe you would see him look at the sphere and just run off, but you don't get that feeling from that.
But yeah, I think because, like I mentioned there, because the camera actually glitches so much, you don't get the full effect. So I feel like I do feel like this one's a bit edited. I will be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it's edited. I think it's just not enough evidence of what they're trying to say. That's all I'm thinking. Like I think there was a sphere there, and I think there was a car thief, but I don't think there's enough to put the two together.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's plausible, and I think that's an acceptable response for that one. So, right, should we get into your second clip?
Yes, please.
Now, I will play it. Here we go.
So, if you look, there's a fire when there's a wind in the window, and there's even there was a crackling sound in the video. Play it one more time just to let people know.
Yep.
So there's crackling, there's fire. Now there's no fire.
It's like an illusion type thing, if you remember.
No fire. And it actually had the people in another language getting all excited when they were watching it.
The interesting thing is with this one, it reminds me like an illusion type thing because you see it from like one perspective, but then when you look at it from another, it's a completely different thing. It's really weird.
Well, this would be a miracle from the Bible.
Yeah. Oh, definitely it would be.
The burning bush that God revealed to Moses, right?
Mm-hmm. And did you mention there that you could actually hear the sounds?
Yeah. So in the video, before we removed the sound, there was a crackling sound of burning, and people in another language were getting all excited.
Right. Okay. Wow.
So obviously, you could fake this really easily.
Yeah, it'd be a bit of a stretch, obviously, to go to that length, though.
People will do anything for a little bit of likes and views, right? So we won't put that past them.
No, not at all. But it's definitely a weird one. I love the perspective type thing because you watch it from there, you see fire, but then you look like to the side, you're like, "Where's the fire? What's going on here?"
Yeah, so it's definitely possible. Anything's possible, as we've seen and talked about it on this show, that this could be a real, but just as easily it could be faked. I'm going 50-50 on this one.
Yeah, I'm a little bit torn with this one as well. I feel like it's kind of what we said with the previous video. I feel like there's not much evidence, to go with this one.
Yeah, I don't understand. Maybe what they're seeing is spiritual.
Could be, but
because like a burning thing that you can't see.
Yeah, definitely. But that's a pretty interesting clip. I'm loving these clips, by the way, because we've got like a range of everything, right?
Yeah, we got enough ghosts and we got enough blue meanies and all that kind of thing. Burning bushes.
There you go. Right, so we're getting to my third clip. Now, this comes from a school, and I think it's somewhere in the UK. I can't quite remember which. Now, I did look into the backstory of this, and this video has divided the internet so much. So 50% of the internet saying it's fake, 50% are saying real. So we're going to play it, and then we'll be the judge, right?
All right.
Now, obviously, there's not much sound to this one, but we took the sound out anyway. So I want you to pay close attention to the corridor at the top.
Slam!
See the door shut?
Yeah.
Now I want you to pay close attention, more so where the lockers are. Oh dear. There you go.
If the lockers are rocking, don't come a knocking.
Oh dear. Again, look at the lockers.
Can someone help me with my combination? I can't get in. I've been here forever. Literally.
Whoa.
It's like, shut up, Aaron.
Dear. And lastly, look at the sign.
That is a slippery floor sign.
Yes, it'll make more sense in a second.
It's going to go flying. I know it. It's like someone kicked it.
Do you know the one thing I thought when I actually watched this? I'm thinking maybe there's a ghost who's actually sick, tired of school.
Actually, do you know why I think this was fake?
Go ahead.
Or at least the last bit.
Okay.
Is it looked like that was on a string and they just kind of pulled it.
What, the actual sign?
Yes, the slippery floor sign.
Right. Okay. I did not. I might have to go back and watch that a little bit because maybe I've not actually missed something there. But do you understand
Can you fast forward it, or is it slow play the whole time?
I think it's slow play the whole time.
Okay. It's a bit long, so maybe not.
Yeah, well, I think we have to go back and watch that actual one. But can you understand why this actually divides the internet?
Yeah, because you can easily fake that door slam at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
You can easily fake the other one at the end. The lockers, I don't know about those. I guess you could be hiding somewhere behind them.
Yeah, you could do, but where are you going to hide? Because there's not. If you look at the clip, there's not actually much places to hide.
Yeah, I guess the lockers is the one that is a bit of a smoking gun. That it could be real.
But yeah, as I mentioned there, this is one which has divided the internet. Now you're pointing out the thing with the sign. I was leading more towards obviously thinking, but now I think it is actually fake. I will be honest.
Well, I don't know now because of the lockers. Like, how do you fake the lock? There's obviously a way to fake everything, right?
Yeah, there's ways and meanings for everything, but it's still a pretty interesting clip. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree.
So yeah, we're getting to your third one. Now, this one really shocked me. That's all I'm going to say. This is Aaron's third clip.
All right, so we got a guy that just appears out of nowhere, and then he vanishes right into the back of that truck.
Mm-hmm.
So show it again. He appears out of nowhere, starts walking. And this one, they kind of cut it out, so I don't really know. And he looks strange.
Yeah, it looked very strange.
Could he be a ghost? Yeah.
I think this is. I'm just going to say it straight out. I think this is fake because when the car's actually pulling up, if you notice at the back, it kind of like glitches out a little bit. Like, do you know fizzes?
Yeah, I feel like this person is placed there via a crappy computer. Probably my computer at this point.
Yeah, but yeah, obviously I'll play the clip again, but you'll see what I see me in a second. Look at behind, you know how it glitches towards like middle of it. This is why I'm leading more towards it's actually been edited.
Well, how he disappears is weird too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like he doesn't fade off like he's a ghost. It's like he's deleted.
But if you look at the actual guy, it looks really weird. It looks like
he's got pixels around him or something.
Would you say that looks like a soldier type thing?
I don't know. Maybe he's made to look like a delivery driver.
A delivery driver, really?
He's a ghost delivery driver delivering his packages. He died on a route many years ago, and
he's come back to deliver.
He's come back to deliver the goods.
He's come back to deliver the late parcel.
I'm always tempted to say absolutely, but I feel like it's blah now.
Yeah, I'm trying.
We've ruined that word.
I don't think people realize how hard I'm not actually trying to say it, but sometimes it's so hard.
That's what she said.
How long is this?
That's what she said.
Yes. Oh dear. Right, so we've obviously got 2 more clips to show. Now this
Well,
is kind of
you
this.
got one of yours and one of mine.
That's correct. Now this is called "Would You Sleep in a Paranormal Activity House?" This is 1 minute and 36. Take a look. Okay, so you focusing more on the door.
Creak.
Creak. Now the rocking chair.
So I think a ball rolls in the room.
Yes. Now, originally when I watched this clip, I was actually kind of scared because I thought something was going to jump out at me.
They see a little bit of lightning on this lighting going crazy a bit here.
I do think that's the camera side.
The ball rolls. That was weird how the ball rolled, right?
Yes, I've just noticed that. Do you
It
know when
didn't come from the door, Kim? Okay, then the books fall. Those can also be put on a string.
Mm-hmm. And that. And she's just like lying there, and it's really weird. Do you think it's thundering? Whoa, look at the picture. Whoa.
Yeah, that could also be a string. Oh. I don't know what the glitch is on the camera. It's almost making it. And then the blanket's pulled off her as well.
Right. That's the first time I've actually seen the whole clip. I do think this is fake. I'm just going to say this straight out. How the hell can somebody literally just be asleep like that in the whole...
In her defense, if it's a girl, some people are really, really heavy sleepers.
Really?
Like some people can sleep through anything. I am in fact a light sleeper.
Okay.
I'll wake up really easily. How about you?
Yeah, me and all. Sometimes if I'm really, really tired though, a world war could happen and I'll still be asleep.
You sleepwalk?
No? Well, then again,
I
I
thought
don't
you
know.
said you sleepwalk. Okay.
No, and well, then again, no stories have come out saying I've sleepwalked, so who knows?
Yeah. So this video, there's obviously ways you can set it all up, but who knows? I'm not going to dismiss it completely. So the ball did look strange how it came rolling in, like someone had kind of been lying there and just like threw it over. So you could have someone hiding there.
Oh yeah. Are you leaning more towards fake, or obviously do you think this is real?
Again, I'm going 50-50 because I just don't know.
Yeah. I'm leaning more towards fake, more so for the ending. I feel like that was just so...
Well, I didn't like how the screen was getting all fuzzy like that, because that seemed like something we would do here on this show to make it look scary.
No, I agree totally, but yeah, I'm leaning more towards fake on this one. Obviously, you're torn, so yeah, right. So we've got one more clip, and this is obviously your fourth and final one. So here it is.
It's my last one.
My last one.
Okay, so this is supposed to be a possession. And you see the guy move when the spirit comes off that guy.
Yep.
He moves when the spirit leaves, and then he moves when the spirit comes in.
Do you know what? Watching this one is just giving me cold shivers. Big time.
This one is like I was curious if I should actually even show it, but you play it again. I like how the people on the internet circled these for us. You see the spirit coming, he gets hit with it. So this is like the demon's like, oh, this guy tastes better.
Have you noticed though, when the guy obviously walks, when it comes at him, it feels like a lot lighter. If you see what I mean.
Or he looks like he might be like, oh, finally, like, oh.
Yeah. One of them, yeah. That is really, really weird. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna play this one again because it's like, look how the guy when the thing comes out, it's like the guy goes, "Whoa!" It's like, do you know something like just come out of him? It's really. This was shot on a camera, right?
So this is on a CCTV camera too. So it's not like somebody. I guess you could get a hold of a CCTV camera and do something like that, though.
I don't think that is. Yeah, I don't think you can actually do that though. Could you? I think that'd be a bit hard to do.
On a CCTV?
Altering it, I think that'd be too hard to do, personally.
Okay. Yeah, but there's people who can do it.
Yeah, there's obviously, I'm not dismiss. Obviously, there's a lot of people out there who knows what they're doing. So,
but again, I would hope this isn't real. Just hoping.
Yeah,
Because it's dark.
Yeah, I think when it comes to possessions, it's something where you kind of want to like stay away from. Let's be honest.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah, definitely. So out of all the clips we've obviously shown, is the one which sticks out for you, and it could be for good or bad.
There's one.
Yeah, I agree. I think this one really does take the thing. It's
this
just
one.
so...
This one's the scariest.
Definitely. It's just so weird, and that's how it makes you feel. You know, when you watch it, you're like,
yeah, it's like I can't even make a joke about it because it's so dark.
No.
But yeah, I enjoy doing the clip shows every once in a while, looking around and finding these videos. Definitely is a change of pace for our show.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's good because obviously there's so many clips there. And one thing I like about these, you might think the same, is most of the clips divide opinion, and they always will.
Yeah, we're not like, I don't think we're trying to sell you a bill of goods. Like, I don't think we're like, hey, these are real. We'll let you decide for yourself what you think. You can leave in the comments what you think, if you think that's real or which videos are real. If you think that the possession one is fake, let us know.
Yeah. If you think the first one I showed is fake, let us know. I mean, everybody's, no matter what video you watch, whether it's paranormal related, you're gonna have your own opinion on it, and that's fine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think that's the end part of our clip show, and we're gonna move right along to a thing that we call knowledge.
So anyway,
I didn't have to lean for that. I was right there already.
There you go. So anyway, obviously this is a part of the show where we like to educate, right?
I do like to educate. Do you like to educate?
I always like to educate. So, but do you want to go first?
All right. Since you set me up to go first, you're going to regret this.
Oh no.
So let's say your parents die, and your brother starts bringing in some murder weapons into the house, like a gun, maybe a noose or a knife. He's probably going to murder you so he can get all the money. So what you got to do is you got to get out of there. You got to get to a safe place, and you got to phone the police and put that bastard Richie Rich in jail.
Wow. Wow. And that is knowledge is power, kids.
That is something to learn. Protect yourself and your money.
And your money. So, wow, I can't even top that. I'm going to be honest, but I'm going to try.
See, that's why I said you regret me going first, because I was taking the good one.
Can we rewind? Can we start again? Oh dear. Right. So kids, come closer. Right now. we've showed you a lot of clips, right? We showed you fire, burning bushes. We showed you electric type things. Now, every video you will see in the internet, it could be your favorite music video. It could be your favorite comedy. It could be absolutely anything, right? You're always entitled to have your opinion on it, right? You can absolutely speak your mind. Don't ever let anybody, do you know what I mean, change your opinion on anything in
On
life,
anything, on
on
anything,
anything, on
for
anything at
any
all.
reason, whatever the moment, because of, or before that. I'm just oh, okay.
There you go.
Knowledge is power, baby. Woo!
Yeah, I
For
love
whatever reason, because of, before that, whatever reason you can think of, not making any sense.
You're just waffling here.
It reminded me of the Office. Michael Scott went on this long speech of why his branch was successful. He kept on going in circles. He's like, my policy is this.
Did you know what? This has really been a nice little fun clip show. I mean, I love watching these clip shows. We should do them obviously not as often, but every
You
so
know what?
often.
Every once in a while, you need a good clip show.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe we could get some other guests on as well. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I tried to get a guest, but they couldn't make it. So I didn't want to go hunting around last minute. So it was just me and you, which is fine.
It's always fine, right? Do you know what I mean?
More popcorn for us. I don't want no greasy hands in the popcorn. Or like,
What's your favorite popcorn?
I just like butter, salt and butter. Big old bag at the movie theater. Like movie theater popcorn is the best, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think you've said it best. The butter one is absolutely unbelievable. I never actually share it, by the way. I'm just going to point that out.
At the movies?
No, never share it. It's like buy your own.
Yeah, unless you're on a date, then you can do it. Then you can share.
Oh yeah. Now
yeah, if you got you got a nice pretty girl there, she can stuff her face with popcorn, so you can stuff your face with her face.
So now you can see why I never get invited to the cinema a lot.
Is that what they say in jolly old England? They call it the cinema.
Yes, they do. They call it a cinema.
I think we can just call it the movies here.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, we call it the cinema to watch movies. So,
when my parents would call it the show.
The show, interesting.
The show,
just the show, nothing more.
Yeah, you guys are going to the show. That's what they call the movies. They go like I guess we don't call it the movies. I guess we say we're going to see a movie.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Yes. It's never really say we're going to the movies. That's kind of like 80s-ish, I think.
Yeah, we're not in the 80s anymore. Are we?
Not in the 80s anymore. We made it past the 90s, past the early 2000s. We're finally here in the future in 2023.
There you go. There you go.
You know what? No, what it isn't? It's not 2023. It's 2023.
2023. Who thought of that one, by the way?
That is Trey J's.
Damn it.
Trey J came up with that.
God damn it, Trey.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, dear. Right, so I think that wraps it all up, all our show, right? So don't forget you can head to fmwrestling.com. You can find all our social medias on there. No, at the bottom. There we go, right? Bottom, right at the bottom. You can find us on Facebook.
Good boy. Who's a good boy looking at the bottom?
You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on YouTube. We're everywhere, right?
We're on YouTube right now.
There you go. We're on YouTube. So if you like t-shirts, you can head to brosandtees.com/fmwrestling. You can buy yourself a Wrestling with a Paranormal shirt. You can buy a
Whoa!
the All FM Wrestling shirt modeled by the lovely Natalia Markova. We've got loads of shirts on there. I'm sure we have, right?
Adrian's widow just bought the Adrian Adonis shirt.
Wait, what? Really?
Yes, she bought 3 of these. Do you have this one? Of course, I've got to get myself one of these soon. I love this shirt.
It is a really nice shirt, by the way.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and now, if I'm not mistaken, every shirt is obviously blessed, right?
Yeah. We bring in a holy monk. No, we don't. When I see a t-shirt sale, they email me, and I see the name, and what I do is I pray for you. I pray for your future. I pray for your life, and I just pray for your happiness and your joy, and just you'll have a good time.
Of course, of course. So, on behalf of the Effie Magician and Canada Dry, is there any final words from Canada Dry?
I think there's something about remember to just keep fighting.
Don't mind me, I'm just looking at my list here, right? So we've got sign it up for kindergarten and mark it down as a dependent on your taxes, take it to the movies, take it to dinner, have an affair with it, marry it.
What the hell is this list, Liam?
It's things to do with a brick.
Take it to the movies. It's not gonna steal your popcorn. Remember, keep on wrestling with the paranormal.